Welcome to the WBC Arena. The time is now as we get set for what should be an incredible matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. Ricardo Mayorga, 175 centimeters tall with a reach of 175 centimeters. And he'll be facing Ricardo Mayorga. Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound. This bout is scheduled. A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or show. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Counter punches have to hurt. It's bombs away. Well done with that counter shot. Nice defense on that hook. Beautiful counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Really good buzz in the air tonight. This crowd waiting for something special.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Having a hard time finding a home with that right uppercut. And shoot. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
They both want the knockout. A perfect counter shot. Keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take three to give one. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
Oh, this is a slugger right here in front of them. These kind of fighters, they want to get hit in the face because it cheers them on. They want to stand there and fight in the trenches.
Good counter punch. There's a counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. He just misses with that jab. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Mayorga in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Every second, every minute of this fight.
Here we go. It's round two. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Punch and just got countered. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
And he just missed with that left jab. Action, and they are giving us action. counter shot. Not sure why he's not using his reach advantage.
You've got to make your opponent fight your kind of fight. They've got to get into your kind of argument, your kind of dance.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
You don't want to trade shots. That counter punch caught him clean. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Just missed with that hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Both of these fighters have the conditioning to go the distance, no problem. They also have the power to end this with one punch. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Ricardo Mayorga in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no... There's the bell to start round 3. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch is beginning to take its toll. Swing and a miss with that hook. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back.
Yeah, and you know you're in there with a banger. You've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Blocks that right hook. Punch, counter punch. Swing and a miss with that hook. Left hook just missed. The halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
How about that time counter shot? They exchange punches. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable.
Ricardo Mayorga is on the canvas. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
You're right, Todd. What a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put him down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Talk about my...
What do you do? You
we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
That hook is parried away. Just misses with that jab. Good counter punching. Blocks the right hook. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
The middleweight.
And he scores with the counter. It's all offense, all the time. You'd like to see more jabs. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum. Did you see that? Mayorga is hurt. And right back into the fray.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Oh, what a punch. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
So much firepower here. Beautiful counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Mayorga in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need. There's the bell for round 5. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot.
Whoa, Johnny! El Matador in trouble. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
That counter shot lands. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing,
whoa, Johnny! Ricardo Mayorga seeing stars right now. Let's see that again.
That's lights out right there.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
The corners must be so happy. down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. He just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. And he's out of there.
Crawford's legs are all over the place. Talk about Ricardo Mayorga in that last round. Well, he's got Bambi legs walking back to the corner, but he's still... There's the bell for round 6. Gotta be feeling confident heading into this round after knocking their opponent down twice.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. These two were made for each other. The perfect counter lands. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Ricardo Mayorga is in trouble. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed back.
It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
A shot from the gods. Took him. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
Is that for ever hope? Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back.
Mayorga goes down. Wow, let's take another look at that.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
The corner needs to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Hold it right there. Crawford in trouble. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Beaten, bruised, and battered, but somehow he's still in it.
There's always a way back. Don't ever round anybody off.
Get out there, switch on, and get... Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? Good, man.
Don't worry about that round. Let's just get out there and let's reset. Forget about it.
You were still landing your power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab.
Good. I need you to focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. You'll let him back in. You're better than that, kid. Let's go.
Here we go. It's round 7. Nice counter punch. Both men step back for just a moment. El Matador is hurt. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above.
Hold on, got to cut you off here, Johnny. This could be the beginning of the end for Mayorga. How did they not go down?
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace, get the pace back to normal.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is...
Their vision is being impaired, no doubt about it, but is the referee going to stop it here? So the referee says, fight on. This fight may stop here considering all the bruising and swelling on the face.
Are you all right? Are you okay?
Yes, sir. We fight on here. This round's still up for grabs. Let's talk about Mayorga in that
Good fight that round. That's it.
There's the bell to start round 8. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me, personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Punch himself out, though. Catch and shoot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? There's a counter shot. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
Back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Holding nothing back here in the round. The halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
He threw a punch and just got countered. They stopped the hook there. Well done with that counter shot. He threw a punch and just got countered. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Ricardo Mayorga in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on. And we enter the ninth. That 1 minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
There's a counter shot. He threw a punch and just got countered. What skill being displayed here between these two middleweights? Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. How about that time counter shot? Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
That jab misses. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Stamina is off the charts. A big headshot, and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow-mo. Time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory.